ụwa mgbede ka mma o, ụwa mgbede ka mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma. Ụwa mgbede ka mma o, ụwa mgbede ka mma o, ụwa mgbede ka mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma o, ụwa mgbede ka mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma o, ụwa mgbede ka mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma o, ụwa mgbede ka mma. Ụwa mgbede ka mma, 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 ụwa mgbede ka mma. Ụmụ Igbo ekene m ụnụ, ka nwanne anyị enyi ọma ekene m gị, ka anyị sị na ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma, ka anyị si ibukwenu. Ụmụ Igbo ekene m ụnụ, a sị na ọ ga-adịrị ụnụ na mma. Naanị nwa bụ ndị ndozi ọdịnala Igbo, ndị agha na-ekwu maka ha mgbatuo ya. Ụwa mgbede ka mma, ụwa mgbede ka mma. So ụmụ Igbo ekene m ụnụ, anyị nwa bụ ndị ndozi ọdịnala Igbo, ndị agha si n'eluigwe gbadata, ndị agha ji ama nke si n'Igbo wee bịa. Ụmụ Igbo a sị na ọ ga-adịrị ụnụ na mma. Anyị sị ka anyị kene eke, kene orie, kene afọ, kene ngwọ, kene ndị mbụ, kene ndị ọkpụ na ndị egede, kenekwazie ndị ndozi ọdịnala Igbo, kenekwa nna ya ukwu Amadioha, isi kwọ nwa, isi afụrụ kwawa okpu, ama ama amasị amasị, ugwu a na-arịa na-atụ egwu, oke osisi kpọrọ nkụ na-enye ndo. Ụmụ Igbo a sị na ọ ga-adịrị ụnụ na mma. Ịgbanwere ụnụ ihe anyị ji wee sị na ọ ga-adịrị ndị ndozi ọdịnala na mma bụ na sọsọ ha nwa bụ ndị sị ha ga-edozi anị ha. Ọsọ ndị ọzọ na-achọ ka ha ihe ha ga-erite, ma ndị ndozi ọdịnala sị ka anyị dozie ebe anyị. Ndị ọzọ chọrọ iri eri. Everybody wants to what they will get from the land, but we say we want to give the land. That is why we are different. A sị na o meghị n'ụzọ mee n'ọnwa, posterity will remember us. Maka na echi dị ime, o nwere onye ma ihe ọ ga-amụ. Before the life end, the story will be told. Because today na ndị mmadụ na-ekwu Mohammed, onweghị onye n'ime ha ma Mohammed, mana ha fụrụ ka ndị mmadụ na-ebugharị afa Mohammed akpagharị. Ndị mmadụ na-eti Jizọs, onweghị onye ma onye bụ Jizọs, mana they still tell the story whether good or bad. The same thing Joshua of Jewish people, or Shiva of Buddha. Anyị gbawo ndị ndozi ọdịnala Igbo, anyị gbabere ndozi ọdịnala anyị. Gịnị bụ ọdị ya n'ala? Thy will on earth, the will is inheritance. Your heritage is your will. Because mpọnụ dị ndụ, mgbe mpọnụ na-anwụ, o nwere ihe o desara ụnụ. si na ihe ahụ his will, o si unu shia ya, unu kee ya eke, o kere unu property. A sị na ka asị above so below, ka esi eme ya n'elu ka esi eme ya n'ala. Ọwụ na nna gị nwere ihe a na-akpọ property o dosara na o gotere unu, the same way your ancestors also own your mind. This your mind is not your own. All ancestor gị nwere. Your own is your soul. But where is the mind that will power the soul? Where is it? Enwego nsogbu. So ụmụ ibe, the reason why anabanye adịghị mma remain this topic of every day. O nwere ihe a na-akpọ mystery school. There is something we call mystery school, which is my story school. Or what about industrial school? Ebe a na-agụ akwụkwọ eji arụ ọrụ. Mba, your own story, your own story. There is nothing different. Enweghị ihe dị different na udu mmiri, weda udu mmiri na mmadụ. Everything ọ bụ na ịfụrụ, human being partake to the behavior of nature. You are not different from them. Animal ahụ na-afụ, the animal you see is a state of mind. That is why animal in that form. Mmadụ is a state of mind. That's why mmadụ is in this form. The reason why our people are misbehaving is because enweghị structure. That is simple truth. Enweghị ihe anyị ga-eme, it cannot work. There is nothing we can do that will yield result. Nothing. Enweghị. If you like, you can see it. Tinubu, how old is Tinubu? Afọ one ka ọ dị? Afọ one ka Tinubu dị? Tinubu ka na-ekwu na ya ga-azụ election. O nwere country ọ ga-eme, ọ bụrụ the condition of him, ụjọ agaghị ekwe pụta kwuo na Facebook ọ na media, social media. O nwere country ọ ga-eme, ọ bụrụ ụjọ agaghị ekwe ya kwuo na ọ ga-azụ president. But due to the condition, people furu onwe ha na that place. That is why everybody can say whatever they like. That's all. So until our people take the bull by the horn, go for education of the mind, mystery school, your story, the earth, story of the earth, not one thing somebody chose to indoctrinate in a classroom. That is not education. That is indoctrination. It's not education. Why is European wasking stronger? Not because of there is no stupid people in Europe. Oh, na-enweghị stupid people in China. No. Ọ bụghị na-enweghị ndị nkịtị. But some people come together to lay establishment, establish something that will be goal, target. You don't have a goal. What is your target as a country? As your country, what is the target? That is why you see people every day, they are killing each other, they are dying for nonsense. Nothing. Nothing. If you have a goal, you pursue your goal. That's it. If you have a goal, pursue your goal. Country ababa your goal. Country is not a goal. Mgbe na-abịaghị enwe ha n'iji bịa. Mgbe na-abịaghị enwe ha n'iji bịa. The spirit on earth. Earth is a place of the spirit. It's called underworld. The okpuru isi. Earth kpuru isi. Earth is a blind atụrụ kpuru isi. It's a blind sheep. Earth is a blind sheep. Atụrụ kpuru isi ka ọ bụ. So you must pass here with map. It's official. Plane use compass. Every car, even if you want to go to Lagos, you use map to locate Lagos where you're going. With that map, you cannot get to Lagos. If you want to go to Asaba and you are going from Enugu, you use map because that road in Aba, somebody designed the road and say, follow Opiweka. Iru Opiweka, Soro Bida road or Soro Head Bridge. It's map, it's direction. If you go to Opiweka and follow Enugu, you will not go to Asaba. You will end up in Enugu Mawaka. You gaghị eru Asaba. So number one good, what is your direction? Kedu ebe ị na-eje? Kee the map of ebe ị na-eje. Kedu ebe ị ga-eme ịpụta na ọpa iwe ka si ebe a bụ ọpa iwe ka nnọ. So ị ma na ị nọ n'ọpa iwe ka ọ gara ebe ị nọ n'ọpa iwe ka ichekwa ị nọ na Asaba ma ichere ị nọ n'Edo n'Ore. Mba, ebe ị nọ kịta kedu ebe ọ bụ? Where are you now? Kee the next bus stop. Life nwere stages by stages. Which stage are you? That is why you see Africa will not make and move. They cannot, just like a small boy you give a toy car. This small boy will use the car and say voo, 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 voo. This small boy will think that this car is moving. He doesn't know this car is not moving. That is what Africa is doing. These people in power, you call politicians, all of them come through thuggery. They did not come by merit, because these people don't have any education that brought them to power. They don't understand the nature of life. They don't understand the nature of life. They don't. Their own is because based on, that is why I told you, anytime you go to this Google and say na Google, your name is sorry. Your name is sorry. If an aeroplane move and go and tell somebody on the street, give me a map, I want to go to America, I want to land in the Washington DC, he will go to street and see one useless guy and say, give me compass, I want to go to America. That is what you will see. He dissecting. Igbo is compass. And you go somebody onye na-amaghị akara aka ya mara ebe ọ na-eje mara ebe o si isi agbara gị afa. Go a plane, you plane, mmadụ wo plane. Ije meet ye somebody otu a si ya gbara gị afa ị na-aga America. Onye compass ị ga-eje eje America. Plane ahụ agaghị efe n'idi. The plane will not rise, talk less of moving. That's all. That is what you see, because in Igbo language, they use Igbo language. You don't know that Alpha means compass. Yes, that's all. That is why we are killing ourselves. Name does not mean something somebody is doing. It's a definition. It's descriptive. It's content. It's concept. It's an idea. So you must understand the meaning of this idea, not because of somebody says or somebody says. What is the meaning of it? Every part we mistake it. What is the meaning of politics? Or if we don't understand the meaning of politics and the energy and vibration of that politics, then there is no how we can do anything with politics. We can't. Human being was born out of biology. Everybody knows that. We came out of the womb of woman, which is the cells that make us human being. We call them biology. That means if we don't know this biology nature, biological nature of human existence, we cannot coexist each other. We can't. We don't have any hospital to know how these things work. We just go to Europe and study. What Europeans told us that is a biology, cells, chemical compound, we believe them. We don't know what they mean in our own language. So there is no how we can be able to implement them. We just use protocol, then give us in a protocol na their hospital to work. We only use the protocol, then give us anya in a hospital to work. So not because of we know what is chemical compound. No, it's because of the book says chemical compound is blah blah blah. That's all. Because of we have the understanding. No, that is why Africa does not exist as a one continent. Europeans, every day by day, they expand as a continent. Every day, the family, the villages, they come together to celebrate every day by day. Go to Eastern, go to West, go to everywhere. Only in Africa, your mother is enemy, your father is enemy, your brother is enemy, your sister is, talk less of the country or the continent. Everybody is the enemy of everybody. Everybody, in ordinary group, if you go into one group now, if you have 10 people in that group, 5 people and 5 people, that's all. If you share it into 2, 5 guys say na this guy self mgbe ọ bụ na ọ na-ekele m kwa ọ nọkwa n'ime the group. He will go back and try to bring you down. This is a nature, something that you must deal with in educational sector, because that is why mgbe ọbụla ị gara ime something, ị gaa ụlọ ọgwụ, they must always first ask your blood, your genealogy. They must ask you about your genealogy. It's a must. But we don't take them serious. Anywhere, even you go to psychology today, that psychologist, the first thing psychologists will ask you is about your story of the past. The first thing psychologists will ask you is the story of your past. First. But okay, now see in Africa, we don't care anything. Investigation, we don't care. This thing is rooted in our development, because every cells and organ develop from tiny organ, develop into a big organ. That is how human being developed from sperm, virus. And we don't know that the sperm means virus. And we leave this sperm. That's why they told you human being was born of sin, that human being must baptized before seeing the kingdom of God. But then we refuse all this word and take them literally. We use that virus to develop and become human being. All of a sudden we say why Africa is not working, why Africa is not moving forward. We must go to our ancestors' way, we must go to this, that. Not about ancestor, it's about the content of your body. Your body content. You did not treat the chemical. You did not refine the chemical. The chemical is in crude state. That is why the continent is in a crude state. That's all. Nothing more, nothing else. So if you are just waiting, like somebody will come one day, or one president or somebody will come and do this thing, you are just fooling yourself. European will not come and do it. Asian will not come and, the government will not do it, because already these criminals already occupying the state of government. They will not do it because it's not in their gene. Their mind is not in that state, because they have already developed that virus into a human body. That sperm have already developed into a human body. So there is no how they will do that. There is no how, because it does not contain, their system does not contain it. It doesn't contain it. So that is why, that is where we are mistaking it. Okay, when Jonathan is campaigning, people think that if Jonathan go there, everything will be okay. Jonathan go there and come back. Buhari enter, people think if Buhari enter, everybody will be okay. Buhari is trying to leave office. We have only 4,000 megawatts. Before Buhari came, we have 3,000 or 4,000. We still have the same thing. After 8 years. Yeah. When Obasanjo come to power, then say everything will be okay. Nothing changes. We go to bad to worst. Bad to worst. Next president will be worse. Next president will be worst. No matter how good the person may be, no matter how good, maybe if it will be worst 50%, maybe it will be worst, it will be worst 20%, because the person is a good man. You got to go. That is why the person may be a bit good, then it will be like some 20% bad. Human being is a chemical reaction. human being remains chemical reaction whether you like it or not. That is fact. Africans, whatever they like, let them do, unless they go to the source and tackle it. Religion, foreign. Not because of you don't even have your own. You are crying today, you want to go to your ancestors' way. Which one? Which ancestors' way are you going to? Do you know what is yesterday and today? Do you know what is memory? Do you know what the memory contains? Original ndị niile biri na mpụta before na enweghị ndị oshi, enweghị ndị ama, enweghị criminals, enweghị fraudsters. Do you think so? Do you think that your past, there is nothing wrong in your past? Eh? I want to go to my ancestors' way. We must go to our menane. We must go to our ordinane. We must do our ifa. We must do our this. If you have a telephone, what you do is to innovate a telephone. You don't say, let me go and carry Nokia, that's big Nokia like this. No, you don't do it. Then you say you want to go and carry your ancestors' way. Okay? You want to go and carry your ancestors, but on your phone, telephone you have on your hand. You want the latest one. So why can't you make a latest one? Why must you go back and take latest one? You can't do the latest one, right? You got him a latest one. Okay, good and fine. You got him a latest one. What are you going to do? You see that education you have is not working. You don't even know what education content. Talk less of. You don't even know what education designed to do in human consciousness. You don't know. Religion you don't have. Culture you don't have. Tradition you don't have. Where are you going? Why river flowing so quickly past you? Where are you going and what you do? Searching forever so wide and so blue, flowing to places exciting than you. Why river flowing so quickly past you? Do something for yourself. Say no. Not must you know it, no. Follow who know road. That's it. Bring your ego down. Bring that your desire down. Bring that your ego down. Arrogant. All these things they told you to circumcise a child when they were born. That is the only circumcision they are telling you about. Not to cut clitoris and a prick. The circumcision is the ego. The circumcision is the desire. That is what is killing you. No. Vicious, anxious for money, lust for sex. All these things they are telling you to cut, circumcise. You go nwaanyị mapụ ohere ọtụ. Were ụmụ nwoke bepụ ha. We are family because we are circumcised. We are circumcised. Nyangwana, after circumcision, look at your land. 90% of bank fraud. 90, they are fraudsters. 90% of politicians, fraudsters. 90% of business owners, fraudsters. 90% of youth, fraudsters. 90% of pastors, fraudsters. How will you survive in this mindset? My brother, you cannot. You can't survive it. You may survive there. If you go inside the market, count 10 people inside the market, 9 go to ritual. 9 of them na-agwọ ọgwụ. 9% na-agwọ. Only 1% na-anaghị agwọ. Go and do your own research. Go and do your own research. If you go inside the market, 9 out of 10 na-agwọ ọgwụ eji ere ahịa. If you go to Europe, 9 out of 10 na-ebe ego n'ụzọ na-ezighị ezi. 9 out of 10. If you want to have marriage, 9 out of women na-agba n'iro. Ụmụ ụmụ nwoke 9 out of 10 na-agba n'iro. The issue abụghị about ịgwọ ọgwụ agwọghị ọgwụ or izu ori or ezughị ori. No, the issue bụ na ị nwere psychological problem because ị nweghị focus. If you like, you can marry 100 million wives, nobody care. But if you does not have direction, you have a problem, because you want to have a baby, you want to have a child. What are you going to teach your child? What is the basics of the mind, the reasoning, mentality of your child? The basics. What is the basics? You want to go and marry wife, you marry. This girl you marry or this man marries a chemical. It's a chemical. That's why when two of them meet, then pregnant and give birth, because it's chemical. So this chemical, two chemical compound comes together to bond. What is the content of that man? What is the content of that man? Kedu ihe a ga-amụ? Ka ebe the man si abịa, ka ebe the woman si abịa. That is what you call education of self-knowledge, mystery school, so that you know where you are coming from. It's an obligation that everybody must have this information, not by depriving people of their right. People have this information, know who they are. At least if you want to marry, he knows who to marry. Before, if you come to Igbo, before, if somebody want to marry, agagaju ese asị nwaanyị a nwa ọ bụ nwa onye ọbịa bịa gaa na be dị manụ nọọ abalị na-anọ nke izizi bịakwa jee nke ịbụọ nọọ izu ụka na-abụ before ekwuzie ma a ga-ebi ma agaghị ebi. Abalị na-anọ ya bụ eke orie afọ na nkwọ yotago before abịa gụọ izu ụka na-abụ nke ọzọ 14 days. Ihe niile abụcha information before abịazie request ye ihe ị ga-eweta ị ga-eji wee nụ dị nwa. All those things put together ndị mbụ ndị ọkpụ na ndị egede ka a marakwa ma nwoke ahụ o chizukwere echizu, because anyị achọghị ịmụ nwa mụọ onye ori. Since all those things na-adịghị intact, look at your land, look at Africa as a whole. Since we cannot take care of ourselves, our children, don't complain about the vampire in your land, because you gave birth to the vampire. Out of your ignorance and carelessness, gave birth to the vampirism in your hand. Yes, out of carelessness and vampirism, look at your land. You cannot proudly move the day you like or when you like. You can't. You don't do it. You cannot move around when you like, how you like, what you like. You can't do it. You have been deprived by your own children. The people you gave birth to, you cannot even control them. Your children. I saw one woman yesterday crying that her car was vandalized because she wants to go out in their own society. Yes, they gave birth to these things. I am telling you, Ima, why? Because every condition of the weather is human behavior. As the ebugari ọnọdụ, unu ebugari go egwu, ọnọdụ ga-ebugari. Every of your children today, what they desire is wealth and sex. Every of your children today, what they desire is wealth and sex. You can have a say gịnị ka ị na-akọ nọ ebe anọ nwanne chụba ego nwanne chụba ego nwanne chụba ego. Udo oge anya na brain is empty. A na-achụ ego achụ, a na-akpa ego akpa. A naghị achụ ego, a na-akpa ego. Ọchụ nwa ọgụ nwada nwa ọgụ nwa ọsọ. Before in Africa, who is government? Who is government? Government is just about security. Government is for security and cleaning, not business. Business is in the hand of the word you hear, entrepreneur. We ndị Igbo created this word, entrepreneur. We created the word, that language you na-anụ, entrepreneur. Ịzụ ahịa. All ndị Igbo wepụtara ịzụ ọgụ na ịzụ ahịa. We created them. Today now, if you see people hapụzie entrepreneur bazie na buying and selling, n'ọnụ ịzụ ahịa, buying and selling. Exactly the same thing. We apply the same laziness in everything we do. Everything we do, we apply. Even ordinary, just go tell our people to do something, he will not do it. He will not do it out of laziness. He want to go to church. He will ask pastor to, I will give you money, you will make mass for me. O were goje do mass ka edorie mass. O were goje nye pastor ka ọ kwụọ ya tithe, gotere ya ọnụ ụzọ eluigwe. O were goje nye dibịa ka o mepere ya ụzọ, ogbughara ya ụzọ, o mere ya awele. Gbuwara m ụzọ, achọrọ m ime awele. Everything, somebody must do it for them. Somebody else must do it for them. Okay. Esi aga kụzie akwụkwọ nwa nke nwa skuulu nke nwa na-aga aga nke enwere enwe ọ gaghị aga. This thing is just nwanne le anya. The best thing nwere ike imere ndebe anyị na this generation, one is to have mystery school. My story, mystery means my story school, just to know who you are, self-knowledge. If you know who you are, Emeka know who he is. As na nwata mwa mmụọ ma ya onwe ya egbu ya. If you go to mystery school, there is no how you go to your neighbor's house and take pin that belongs to him, because you know the consequence. If you go to mystery school, you will not dare take something that does not belong to you. You can't do it unless it's based on agreement. The person will say, na nwanne bairo adị ebe ọ nwere, ọ sị gị were, iwere ya. Iwere ike ime ya because ịmago mmụọ. Ndị be anyị na-ama mmụọ, anyị na-agba ekpo mma mmụọ, so that we don't do evil. All those things today na ndị a na-ejizi ọgwụ na-ezutụza n'eti mmọnwụ, eburu ọgwụ, eburu ite ọgwụ na-akpagharịsị ọmmọnwụ. Ya mmụọ ya. You are just invoking witchcraft. Witchcraft with a consequence. You don't understand because you are a child. You don't understand the difference between witchcraft and demonology. You don't know what they are. Forces, they exist. There are forces here. Anybody that tell you there is no force, the person don't know what they are talking. There is force. There is evil spirit. There is good spirit. There is witchcraft. There is demonology. There is black magic. There is everything. That is why you were protected and coated and removed from this thing. But you chose by yourself to go into this in the name of I don't know what. In the name of you are obsessed with Christianity. I am obsessed with the Mwabeke because they come here, they enslave us, then take this, then take that. You are just angry. That's all. Then say whenever the student is ready, the master appear. Whenever student is ready, the master appear. Whenever you are ready, your spirit will come to you and show you road. Nobody enslaved you. Your mind is poor. The poor mind is suffer. Any mind that is unreasonable is normally will be slave. Ndị Igbo si onye iberibe ka eji ere ọgwụ. Onye iberibe ka eji ere ọgwụ in anywhere in the world. Onye iberibe ka eji ere ọgwụ. So ka ihe iche onye iberibe, they enslave you, they enslave you. What is onye iberibe then? What is onye iberibe? So onye iberibe ka eji ere ọgwụ. So once you dara iberibe, what you see is the consequence of your inability to reason, not because somebody enslaved you. Your inability to reason is the reason why you are enslaved, or you have been marginalized, or you have been treated bad. Is because inability to reason. If you build aeroplane, nobody will enslave who build aeroplane. Nobody. What did you produce that people enslaved? Have you seen somebody who is building aeroplane have been enslaved? Where? Who? Nobody that will slave who build aeroplane. Nobody. Because your ability to reason surpass that person you want to accuse. Have you seen somebody who enslaved who build telephone? Have you seen those people building telephone say that somebody enslaved them? No. Have you seen somebody building aeroplane and said they enslaved them? The answer is no. Because they have the ability to reason. You don't enslave ability to reason. That is what you have in your content here. Ntoala Igbo. That is what is here. N'ime Ntoala Igbo. Ntoala Igbo, Ordinala Igbo is talking about this thing I'm telling you. I did not get it from Google. I get it from my own ancestors, because we program something in the mind. Whenever the student is ready, you go to archive and take what they kept for you. Oya ka na-asị ọfọ. Okenye si ajị ọfọ, nwata si ajị ọfọ, mana ọfọ ma onye bie ebe a ka ọfọ adịghị n'aka. Ọ gbasara ụnụ aka, ihe ahụ aka ha na-ekwu. Aka ọfọ ahụ ifuru eji n'aka ka na-akpọ 5 senses. In 5 senses anya, ifu na number 50 aka nọ na aka ji ọfọ. Nyabụ ebe aha ka ihe a na-ekwu dị. Ọ ebe a ka e program ya nwanne. Ebe a ka e desara ya aka ji ọfọ. Na ụhụ mmadụ pụta osisi je n'ime ya weta osisi apịrị apị. Oburu ọsị aji ọfọ. Ha ọfọ oji ọfọ ga-ana. Ya ọfọ osisi ga ọfọ. The sentence mbụrụ ihe apịrị apị na-efesi ọgọd. Ihe apịrị apị ọgọd. Osisi weje apịrị apị ọfọ. How can osisi apịrị apị ọfọ? Look, check sound. Look at the sound of ya. Something that is been left after something happened. Ọ dị ka iju gbasịa, ị ga-afụ na azụ dọ na mgbe ahụ iju gbasịrị pụọ. M ga-afụ na ị ga-agbụgbezi azụ ebe ijutara. Ọ datin bụ ọfọ ya. Ọwụ na mmadụ nwụọ resịa ọkpụkpụ ya afọrọ, datin bụ ọfọ ya. That is something that left after something. Ihe nna gị nwụrụ anwụ, ihe ha debere mgbe ha nwụrụ. Ọ ya ka o ji wee sị na ndị mmadụ ji etufuo ọfọ nna ha. Ọfọ nna gị tụfuru, that your mind, your ancestors. In the mind ka ha bi ebighị n'isi apịrị apị. There is no how nna gị ga-ebi n'isi apịrị apị. That is sound stupid, but sometimes we act at ndị na-enwe uche ha na-ezughị ezu. Your ancestors will not live in a tree, in a wood. In the ancient days, you have pictures today hang on your wall, photos. Those things are is the image of somebody's photos. How do you know how your ancestors look like if not happy? That is why some people look aggressive, some people look innocent, they look differently in those happy. But for you, hey, Ikenga, ha, Ikenga mo, this Ikenga, why Ikenga? Just about useless desire. Not because of he want to know Ikenga, no, because he want to make pompous that they have their own, Oh, can all my hog. He doesn't know what it means. He's if one way uche, yoga to what is Ikenga? That is what the only thing you can achieve. That the Ikenga will be meaningful to you is to know what Ikenga is. Not about desire of ego of our own. We have our ancestors. Yeah, we happy. Nothing is there. Only telling you about the information. He's telling you a behavior of something. But no, everything will just now why would you hear? I don't understand these people. I cannot understand them. Never. Not today, not yesterday, not tomorrow. Because I don't know what the Abba Mihanako. Don't how they make something. Okay, look at 2023 is here. You said president have power. And you see it, the power, he demonstrates it every day. And you are powerless because you say you have been marginalized because you are powerless. But when they tell you to go and take the power, you say no. That I don't want to be part of it. After they are part of it, they will use the same power to oppress you. And you come back to cry and say, they are oppressing me. What type of nonsense is that? You will not participate. And you will cry. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. If the president is the power, use all that your power and energy you are wasting, go for the presidency. Use all the whole energy you have. Go there. That is the only thing that will make you have peace. That is the only thing will make your children stop dying. That is the only thing that will stop that thing you are crying. Only when you occupy that seat. Use all your energy you are wasting for nonsense. Use it and invest it on that position. You will have it because you have the number. You have the number. Use every single of your energy towards there. Go and get the best man, unquestionable man from your tribe. Not all these politicians. Don't take all these corrupt human beings. Don't take them. Even though I know they will not, the person will not do much, but at least you occupy the seat. At least things will change. By occupying that place, it will change. These people will not, you are the one depriving yourself. They are not capable of depriving you. Ibubago na-eche agụ. Ihe Igbo na-eyi n'akwa bụ isi agụ. Isi agụ means the door of entrance, the door of ascension. Africans can never grow an inch if Igbo man does not grow. It's impossible. Igbo means the savior, the Messiah in Igbo. And the Messiah was killed. You don't know. Because you don't know meat. You don't know what meat means. The Messiah was killed. That is Igbo. You see, is Igbo. Is Igbo. What you see Igbo. Because you say, I'm not because I'm Igbo. It's because I understand meat. I have reason. I have brain. I have thinking faculty. Which came from my ancestors. Not by reading in Google. No. Because I know how to tap into the archive of those who brought me to life and get information. They gave it to me for reason. I go and get it from them. Igbo simple means you know every day Igbo, which is galvanization, coated, something that is coated, something Igbo chiwa fence, Igbo chi, some protected. The God you see looking for is inside Igbo. Igbo is not a person. It's an identity of energy. If you identify with the force you call Igbo, then you see it. That is why in Igbo land, none of you can thrive. Because you go against the will of the Messiah. You go against the will of the Messiah. Or you are the one who kill Igbo. You want because Igbo is an identity. You go there and associate with the identity, kill the identity. And you turn back and say somebody did it. You are the one who did it. Because they told you in this land, everything we told you not to do under the ground, you did them. From A to Z. From A to Z. Everything we told you, land, say no to this. You did all. Stop spilling the blood of innocent here. You did. Everything we say don't do, you did all. Betrayers, rituals. Ogbenye, simple means orphanage. No child trafficking. But you did. Ogaranya means philanthropist, which is no blood money or ritual money. Don't change life with money. But you exchange life with money because you kill somebody to take their money. That is blood money. Or you give head for money. That is blood money. Nwafo, which is organ trafficking. You do organ trafficking. Everything we say you don't do in this land, you did them. That is why the spirit come against you. They have become against you. None of your children will see the daylight. Go and mark it somewhere. if they like go to obodo oyibo, they are in Europe. After they get money in Europe, they will not go to their land. In Europe, they are in prison. Majority of them in Europe is in prison. Majority of them are wandering about. Majority of them are junkies on the street. None of them is useful. If you like, you take money, go to your village and build mansion. The mansion will get right here. The mansion will grow grass. The mansion will grow grass in your village, in your eyes. Only cockroach will live there. On the outside, you can't live there. You can't. Because you don't know. Okay? Now ngwere is not the same. Okay, soro ngwere mmiri ọkọcha ngwere ga-akọcha okay. You are quoted. That is, you were given everything just to say that Messiah say, I want to hide in you to work. I want to make the world know that there is Messiah, but I want to do it through you. But this is my rules and regulation. I will give you everything. But no, you did this. No. You started the fight. You started the fight. Now you are crying. You started the war. Yes, rebellion. You rebels. The same thing they showed you about 1967. You rebel against the system and you were invaded. They want to tell you what you did in the past. Not about Nigeria, no. The reason why, no, when Nigeria come against you, you see a condition, that is what you did to Igbo. That is what you did to Igbo. So Igbo show you what you did to him. He used Nigeria as a pace back to you. Say, okay, you did this to me, don't worry. The same Nigeria you see today, after you call them all these names, they are the one ruling you. The same man in your house, as Megad, is the same man in your president. You disown Igbo, you kill Igbo. Igbo will kill Igbo. Just again, Igbo in aja na gari, agama weri gaja na mmanya. They are in Abuja enjoying. Let them come to Igbo land and enjoy. Tell them they have money in Lagos, have a state. 70% of Lagos were owned by them. Let them come to their own father's land and eat the money. What is Keirachu hustle? What are they on the way? They are in America. Bank managers. Astronauts. They are in England. Doctors, medical doctors, philanthropists. Let them go to their father's land and do that. They can't do it. They cannot. Because they have sowed the seed of discord. They have sowed the seed of discord. Look, let me go to something. It's easy to destroy a house, but to build a house is not easy. It took your ancestors millions upon millions of years to create an idea. So it's the only idea. Millions upon years to create the concept. Before the content, before the contest, and before the construct, before the build. Idea must come first before the building. Concept, follow the idea. Content, follow the concept. Contest, follow the content before you begin to construct. Took 5,000 good years to come up with one single civilization. 5,000 good years. You so quit in tinye na mmiri. When you were young, you were told, Imo river. Imo river. Imo oborum taro kazi imo river. Ukazi beriri ejekofo. Imo oborum taro kazi imo river. Burum jebe imo river. Imo obu na oboge m taro kazi imo river. Topum niro imo river. Nwunye di mo imo river. Nekwu ụmụmụ imo river. Ana anụmụ imo river. Bye bye no imo river. Imanye na mmiri. Ọwụ nọ nga ịtara ụkazi mmiri erie gị. Mmiri bụ na ịnọ na chọọchị na-enye pastọ ego. Ọchị pastọ mmiri unu wọchị ya mgbe Mike ori ihe dị mma mere movie. Ọ sị unu mgbe m kere gị enyere m gị ihe iji bụrụ nwoke na ọwụ ndị mbirinchi ụwa. Ndị mbirinchi ụwa bụ ndị pastọ. Ndị mbirichi ụwa. Ọ ha nwa bụ ndị agha you are your face. The one you gave money that make you a fool. A na-akpọ ha magicians. Magicians, they make you fools in your eyes. You go and sow seed. You will make heaven. It's a fool. April Fool ka na-akpọ ya. In your own eye, you don't have option. If you cannot solve your spiritual problem, spirit is personal. Only somebody with ability and adept can solve a spiritual problem, not a child's play. Spiritual problem is real, and the only an adept can solve it, not a child's play. Your life will depend on your spirit. You don't know to move forward or to move backwards, because it's a meridian. Spirit means meridian. It's a portal, portway. Anything I tell you here, go and do your own research. Spirit is a portway, portal, all through spirit. That's why they told you a human being come with sin, because spirit contains evil, or contains ramosu or bonuke. You got to go? Or contain ramosu or bonuke. How do you remove this ramosu and obonuke? When again in John Baptist, you were circumcised. That is a myth. But you don't understand myth. That is why you are falling victim of today. That is why people are saying, I'm not Igbo again. Also. Spirit brought you to life. That spirit brought you to life. Content that your body. There is something you have to do to suppress that spirit. Make that spirit go into concealment. You can never leave your body. But you must use law against law. You don't understand the law. You don't know. That's why you go to church, you will see 1 million people in the church with 1 million problems. There are 1 million in the church with 1 million problems. Today they will go to this dibia. Tomorrow this dibia. Next tomorrow this dibia. Undu kekbere every day. Undu kekbere gabia. Haga no 4 days. 70,000, 100,000 haga be mekbere. One after they make the ekbere, how far? How market? They make 4 days. They make 7 days. They make 2 weeks. Has things changed? After you brought the pastor in your house and remove egg and nonsense, you are the gomma. After you go to Nke you are the gomma. After you go to Father Odorogebas, you are the gomma. All the gamma is in our one and walk for. You got all the going is in our on and walk for. The only problem we have is there is Igbo say Ndembo. Ndị ọkpụ na ndị egede. Ends the story. This story end. Narrative, hero, and a villain. Narrative, hero, villain. Period. So if you understand this simple 3 words, anyị kene ndị mbụ, kene ndị ọkpụ, kene ndị egede, then you solve your 50% problem. Because that is where the spirit are. You can run, but you cannot hide. People who understand this law, then created something out of nothing, and then gave birth to manager and directors. Man, the prodigal son, the story of the prodigal son. Ako plant, to plant something and multiply. Ako, to plant something. They plant a seed and then call the seed Igbo. Na ị na-agbọkwa agbọ, ị na-agbọ agbọ, na ịkwa anwa nwanne agbọ m gị ka agbọ, I will vomit you. Ọgbọ ka agbọ, ọgbọ agbọ na ka agbọ. You cannot plant food in your. If you want konni, Fulani means if slavery. Ịkọ nri efi ga-abịata ya. Gịnị bụ efi? Ọchụ ihe ukwu ga-anyara agba enyi. Ọkwụrụma. Ọchụ ihe ukwu. O kere ihe mere efi. Efi na-ata ihe itinyere n'ugbo. Efi bịata ya. Because you don't understand the word of the spirit. Why eji wee kpọọ ha Fulani? Why therefore the land? Because life it's not about human being. What is inside you is the actor, not the body. The body is a vehicle, it's a borrowed vehicle. It's not yours. Until we understand what the spirit want to say to us, before anything happens, they will tell you, look, me, I use symbols to speak. I use practical what happens to send you messages. Why you cannot go to farm is because this is my breath. And this land, they gave birth to these trees, and you have soiled the land. So you cannot eat my food. You can't eat my food. That is why you depend on the government. When they give money to those governors, they will take it to Europe and give it to Europeans. Europeans will use the money to feed their children. And you are in Africa suffering. Yes, your government gave money to your governors and then take it to Europe because the land, they don't want you. They don't want you. That's why they don't want that money to go to you. Because the money was coming out from oil, crude oil from your own land. Not because of Igbo Igbo land is Igbo language. All those riverine areas is Igbo language. All of them, go and see their names. So they don't want you, the land, they don't want you to benefit from the land. You have been deprived of your property. Your heritage have been deprived from you. It's as simple as ABCD. That is why no single government present in your land. No. What is Monday? What is the meaning of Monday? Why did you say Monday you don't go out? You don't know reason why. Monday means something. What is the Monday? Then told you, ezi omume, ezi omume, ezi omume, yiri ezi omume dịka uwe, gị ezu n'ori, ezu na ori, gị agba na amụgha, gị fụ nwanne gị n'anya nke kachasị ibe ya. Ihe a bụ ihe a yọrọ gị biko na ndụ na ọnwụ. That nyanwa na onwe ya, the only body I can stay is a pure body. I cannot stay in an incorruptible body. That you must make your body like this so that I can be able to live inside. Please. Don't want biko. Ezi omume ama igwe, ama nke si n'igwe bịa. Ezi omume, that I want to witness life. I want to live. Every spirit want to live. They want to also live and observe life. They want to live inside you to observe life. Ethiopia. Okay, Ethiopia na. But the landing here, they own the land. Say, get out here. Okay, Ethiopia from your body. I will Ethiopia from my land. If you reject me from your body, I will reject you from my land. That's all. It's as simple as ABCD. So, as you rejected them in your body, you have right. It's your body. It's okay. But the land is their own. They own it. So, you did get out. What? How far? All those people name this thing na the land. They are the one doing it. They will give you sleepless night, uncomfortable. You cannot stay there. You can't. You cannot have peace there. You cannot. Unless you go back to do ezi omume, ezunori, abana amoge fonanya. And you must go to school. Iga agakwa school ntaka. To appease. To remove this mind from nonsense. You must remove that corrupt element inside your mind. Through this academic discipline. So that that spirit will come back to reside in you. Only then those amosu will disappear. This amosu will not go soon. The amosu will not go soon because the only problem you have is you don't have your own information. You don't know what is amosu. You don't know what they do. You don't know what is obonuke. You don't know what they do. And today you see your land, what is happening, you don't know what is happening. For you to be able to stop that is happening, you must do this. You no option. If you like, you go to Abuja and tell Oga Boo Boo, this thing will not stop. Because as it was in the beginning, it's now and never shall be. Life is a story told by an idiot, full of sound, signifies nothing. Unless you understand the weather forecast, then you know what is happening here. There is something happening, not the body. Body is a borrowed body. Body is borrowed. There is a reaction happening in life. So unless you understand this reaction, that is why they call the leaders government. In Italy, in Latin, they call it governmente. Government come from government, which is mind power, power of the mind, which is power of the mind. Government, govern mind. You got that? So they are the one who possess body, because ntakara means something that is in nature, have any power to change, transform. That child have access to many things because of the small. So anything of need in n'ime nwa ha ka ọ ga-eme. O wesịghị tara akara ma ị ṅụrụ aka m ị ga-akwụ m ụgwọ ya. So o nwere any power to wear anybody. Ọ sị gị awụ mochi ụwa gị, mụnwa bụ chi ụwa gị, aga m eyiri onye ọbụla, mma eyi iyi mmadụ to resemble somebody as your governor. Chi ụwa gị, ọ ga-achị gị. He will rule you. The same person in his own will wear somebody as a chi ụwa wee bịa mee gị ịfụnanya. Ọ ga-adata gọọmenti ego ahụ were gaa n'opinye ha. He will go in your eyes every month to go and Google it how much they gave your state. Not to government, but to the senators, the reps, and the government. They gave them billions. You cannot do shit because he's the God you are running away. And you are lying, trying to deceive, is the one you see as a government. They are the power of the mind. They are in body form. You are trying to deceive yourself. It's just like when you are a criminal, you go to father every Sunday and say, Father, ataramanu na ito ofe, ezuru moshi. That is what they are trying to show you, that onye na agbarafa udibia. They are trying to show you this thing in every mythology. Once you go to chapel to pray, there is nobody in the chapel. When you are praying, do you see anybody there? When you are praying to God, do you see anybody with you? Nobody with you. So who are you talking to? You don't know who are you talking to. No, there is nobody there. Who are you talking to then? So you don't know that you onye na-agbara afa bụ dibia. Na onye ahụ nọ n'ime gị. Onye na-agwa is inside you. So before you do anything, you already know. Oh my hina, mama hina ako. The only thing you have not done the right thing. Once you do the right thing, you will see the right reaction. If you go and fight empty space, you are fighting empty space because there is only you and you. If you close your eyes, you don't see anybody. Or your eyes deceiving you. Your eyes is the reason why you eat the fruit in the garden. The eyes is the reason why you ate the fruit in the garden. So your eyes is a deceive, is an illusion. The eye is an illusion. So if you close your eyes, you don't see anybody. So if you are fighting anybody outside without the snake in the garden that deprive you your land, the snake in the garden deprive you your heritage, and you are not fighting that snake in the garden, you will live. Woe betide you to regret. Woe betide you, and you will regret your actions. Because it's like when you are in prison. If you fight, if you have been in prison before, if you fight in prison, they will put you underground jail. You will go to underground jail. That is why in this life, there is only transformation in life. If you were any food must pass through fire so that the food will be able to eat. Every mineral resources pass through purification. Gold, diamonds, silver, and otherwise. All of them pass through fire. So human being have a mind. Mind is gold. Gold pass terrible fire before it become gold. Body, we have, let me count it to you so that you understand very well before you take any action. We have mind, body, spirit, and the soul. Mind, body, spirit, and the soul. This is the four chambers, the four elements that make up universal principle. Doesn't care human being, animals, element of the earth, doesn't care. That is behaviorism. in this mind, then say universe is the mind. It's only harmony in universe. If you don't follow the tide, you go against the tide, you'll be pushed out. Go and ask Jonah. So this mind, once you refine the mind, it becomes gold. And the man gold ne resist ihe ọjọọ. If you carry gold in your body, anytime ihe ọjọọ bịara, gold will reject it. Because it's the purest element. So if your mind is gold, what you will attract in life is the most creative force of the earth. Aeroplane, raw ship, raw submarine, because it's energy you possess. So when your mind sends information, those information comes because it's what you have. Then your body is diamond. So once your body go the same level that diamonds go to become diamond, then your body transformed from crude to diamond. It's no more stone, it become a diamond. So only what your body will attract in human body, energy, people spill energy every second, you don't see it. If you have this shirt, only one shirt or something, that is what human body did. You don't know. That is why ababu mmadụ na-esi isi. Oh, na ịga go anywhere outside Igbo land na obodo oyibo ma Asia, igosi nwa mkpi na-esi isi. I will close this. Nweghị ike ifu nwa mkpi na-esi isi. Only place ị ga-afụ ya bụ that place, Africa or n'ala Igbo. I nweghị ike ịga n'ala bekee fụ egbe na-ebu ọkụkọ. No. Why he get you for that in Igbo land is because of the spirit in that land. We use what is in that land to show you what is wrong with the land. You got that? So now, if you go the process of this diamond, from stone to diamond, when the human body spell that they are your body will make they will reject it. Then your spirit is a crude oil. If you refine the crude, your spirit become pure. Spirit is a creative force. So anybody that is creative, that is the spirit clean. That is a pure spirit. Then the soul was silver. Once you marry him, the silver, the soul become creative force. Your land will become a paradise. The land will become a paradise. But you don't know. The only reason why you see in the Jehovah Witness is Igbo word. That's why they say paradise, paradise, paradise. They are talking about Igbo mindset. Ama Jehovah. Because only thing when I had the information complete to establish it. But they are talking about Amadioha. Ama Jehovah means Amadioha. So if you understand that you were made to live in paradise, then do you like to live in hell like today? Absence of this thing I'm telling you created this hell for you. Why do you want to live in hell? Why did you prefer to live in hell? 90% of your children is unemployed because your creative force is not working. 90% of your politics are corrupt. Simple because of Amigwadro. Your children are corrupt. Criminals, politicians, criminals. Everybody will criminals. Do you think that this kind of society will survive for a very long time? It will not. People will run away from the land. Old men will die. Then the land will desert. Desert. You got to go. The land will become desert. Nobody will like to live there. Because human being wants security. You got to go. Every human being wants security. You got everywhere. Can you get the money? Where are you going to? You got Abuja. House is expensive in Abuja. Lagos, house is expensive in Lagos. Only place you have cheap house is in your father's land because you own house already. Your father have or your brother have. Somebody in your family must have house. But you guys in Lagos, you go hotel 30,000-50,000 a night. You go in Africa, you $5,000 or $10,000 now. In our village, you wear 1,000 one day. were kwezie nke ọzọ kwụọ ụgwọ họteelụ na Lagos na ihe abifie na village. Only few people na be anyị na ala na be ha without this thing. Only 2%. Others na-eju ma ndị eke ma all those things ana. So nwanne ọdụrọ mma like that. I have told you time with that number. Anyị gara n'isi mmiri n'ama igwe na-ene igwe weta ama nke si n'igwe bịa. Anyị wetara ụnụ ihe nna gị kụziere ụnụ na mgbe mbụ ka anyị ji ebịa. But it's an obligation, you must study it to know it. Mmadụ anaghị eme ihe ọ na-amaghị. If you don't study Igbo, you cannot be able to live in Igbo and be happy. You can't enjoy it. For you to work in a plane, you become a pilot, you must become a pilot to drive plane. For you, Nigeria people now drive a car without going to drive school. That thing is an error. For you to drive car, you must go to driving school to know. So for you to be an Igbo man, you must know what Igbo means so that you can enjoy the benefit of Igbo, being Igbo. Igbo is a privilege, not a right. So if you go to school of Igbo, then you will know what is Igbo. Then you become proud. People they say ordinary. You cannot do ordinary if you don't know what is ordinary. It's impossible. Because ordinary when you are the one and give the cross. Quickly. You might have quickly. No. Ordinary be quickly. It's information quickly. It's information quickly. The answer is no. What are you talking about? Igbo it's about mind development. It's about programming the mind for your own children. You don't have to. Library. You don't keep book in library. You keep book here. We keep book here. Anytime that your child, your sperm is an electromagnetic spectrum. Once your child generates enough ability, the child will fuse and as your energy, frequency, vibration, and fuse. Mwagi generate that energy, generate that vibration, and frequency, or fuse you into that your archive. He pass their information. This is what Tesla is telling you. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Before Tesla, nna ya akọwara na ihe asinsi. Ebe a ka m jiri je wete n'ime ebe a ka m jiri wete ọ bụghị na nke Tesla. Ịghọtago ihe na asọba Igbo. Enyere m unu example unu nwajere akwụkwọ ndị bekee. I gave you example. Ịghọtago. So before Abraham, Jesus was. Ịghọtago. So if that guy may tried to develop a higher mind to be able to tap into the archive, life enweghị ya na-ezoro mmadụ ezoro. Once you are iru ha na nwanne iru ha na iru one ichie asị na ichie na ichie iwe onye ichie ne asị na ichie zuo one ịkụ ọkpọmkpọ emeghere gị ụzọ, ịkụ aka n'ụzọ emeghere gị ụzọ ịbanye n'ụlọ. Onwe onye gị na na-agba mgba n'ụwa ahụ. Ịgwa onye ọbụla chizughara na nekwe isi aka gị ife ụlọ nọ iche o chizughara na ọcha o chizuo ọcha ugogbuzuo ọcha ke ugogbuzu o maazị gị na afọ a na-awụgharị na-echi anyị slave egbu anyị ata anyị small pikin nwanne ugogbuzuo ọcha ke ugogbuzuo ọcha ke tupu na mmadụ na-ata ndụ ya. Onye ọbụla na-enwere nwe ka ọha ya nwanne ga were eriri iwe ewu a na-eji ụda akpụ ya, nkịta a na-eji ya na akpụ ya. Ọ na-egosi gị na nkịta aha nwere ihe ọlakịrị ability. Ewu if you lack ability, gaa chọọ onye ji igu ma kwụnye ya eriri n'ukwu. Ọ na-eje n'okpuru gị eje. Ịma na enweghị mgbe onye afọ ukwu agaghị anyụ ma ọ gbọọ agbọọ. So onye afọ ukwu ga-anyụrịrị anyụ ma ọ gbọọ. Ifu ndozi ọdịnala ma ihe eriri n'ukwu nwanne, ma ihe eriri n'ukwu ha daa kama ha daa isoro ha daa. Simple. Ebe onwebeghị onye pastọ si unu na-amụ igwe ka ha ji bịa. No pastọ ya ga na-asị unu prosperity ana-anya plane na izuzugharị. Ndị Igbo kwenu ya ihe anyị kwenu ya bụ na-amụ igwe. No place on earth the educational system based on amụ igwe. Our educational system is making you a good president, a good military, a good policeman, a good citizen, a good husband. Yes, we are preparing you from but snowball ka amụọ gị otu a anya prepare gị how to be a good citizen. Ezi omume ezi omume ezi omume yiri ezi omume dị ka uwe. Ihe a national anthem anyị. This is our national anthem. Gị ezu n'ori ezu na ori. So nwatakịrị ahụ ebe ọ bụla o jekwere n'ụwa ọfụ ndị ọjọọ na-agba, o jego n'obodo oyibo pịa ndị kpọ ya na airport ruo na be ha nwa ama agụ ya, ndị ahụ gee ntị, ndị akwụkwọ ha ndị ezi omume, ndị akwụkwọ ha ndị ezu n'ori agba na ama oge ịfụnanya, ọ na-agbakọ ụkwụ ya because it's a program. The same way ndị chọọchị na-emesi ha Jesus Christ abụghị eziokwu, ha na ọsọ a na-eme ibi na oru na ya dị ụjọ na-atụ ya, na ihe a nụrụ ihe adịghị ga ịgwa na Jizọs adịkwa ha n'eziokwu, ịchọ enweghị ihe ga-eme m taa o, hey Jizọs biko nụ, Jizọs mere m ebere, Jizọs forgive me, hey Jesus forgive me, please forgive me. Ọ ihe ga na-anụ ya ọ ga na-ekwu just na somebody gwara ya na Jizọs abụghị eziokwu. Ọ bụ na ọ gaghị alahụ ụlọ abalị, ọkwa ya kwuru, ọ bụkwa ha nyanwa kwuru na somebody gwara ya, o mere gịnị wee gere egere. The same thing ga-eme nwatakịrị ahụ ma ekụzieri ya ezi omume ezu n'ori ọgbọ na-ama oge ịfụnanya. Ọ baa politics, even the second man si ya nwoke ka eburu ego osi mba na agaghị m ebu, next time ha chi ibu ego ha eme ya avoid. Mana ọ bụrụ na mee ha niile ụmụaka niile aha ruo ofu ezi omume ezu n'ori ọgbọ na-ama oge ịfụnanya, polisi pụta na street, moto bịa na-agafe, ọ gịnị agafere ịma na moto onye road safety furu moto na-enweghị ọkụ n'abalị, ọ hapụ ya ọ gafere. Road safety hapụrụ moto na-enweghị ọkụ n'abalị, ọ wụrụ safety without ka road killer. That means o nweghị proper education. Ihe anyị nidiri bụ our own nta akara. O stop gị from attending your school, it doesn't stop you. Ihe a na-akpọ ya systematic instruction, so you can be able to live in Igbo land in harmony without the criminals, without killing us young, without untimely death, without sickness, without fraud, without poisoning. Why don't you want to live in a harmony, peace and unity? Why? There is no automatic ticket to heaven. The only sacrifice you will do is Amigwe. This Amigwe, you must attend them in class. You got him oh ya na ụmụazị amụrụ ọfụ ka na-agụrụ ezi omume because he's a child. O nwere ihe ọma. Ị ga-agụbara ya ezi omume until ọ machuruo 7 years. Ịgụgidere ezi omume ba 7 years. Ịkụzieri ya theoretical mind. Then we teach them actually why your five fingers are 5. Ka ihe ba agbara, ka ihe ba Amadioha, ka ihe bụ Chukwu, ka ihe Chineke. Akụziere from childhood, not when pastor man will come and tell them that Amadioha is nkenwa nkenwa, Chukwu bụ nkenwa nkenwa, Chineke eme nka, agbara eme nke ọzọ. Lack of our proper education, this our destiny become inverted. Then become evil in our mind because it's called inversion. Then ha bụrụzie ihe ọjọọ, ichetazi Amadioha ụjọ atụọ gị. The chọn ihe ahụ ihe na-egbu nwana ya si na na-eme ọtọ nda gbagbuo mmadụ. So it's a bad, because all that thing dị n'ime memory anyị. If you use some nonsense how it run from the west and replace Amadioha, Amadioha is the one giving you light. Jesus cannot give you light because Jesus don't know who you are. He can never give you light till thy kingdom come. It can never. Only Amadioha Njoku will give you light, not Jesus. Jesus is real for Europe. Yes, of course. Nobody is disputing that. You have the right to follow it. Nobody is disputing that. But to remember that ever you are doing that, since your people have said it's not true and they have disowned it, and now they are robbing you, are killing you. Because onye ji ihe nwata wenye aka n'aka lobi owetuwe. Since you started going to church, even you know in your mind that you go there for purpose. You don't go there because you are poor. You want to be rich. You see, the people who will build factory in your land is people of clean spirit. But imagine if me, I build companies. Now, if I employ you in that companies, the spirit will pursue you from the company. Because energy attract each other through vibration, not through appearance. Because the spirit will not let you to benefit if you cannot sacrifice your evil way. They will not let you enjoy it. I'm telling you the fact. That is why nobody will build any factory for you. Nobody. Nobody will build. Oh no, any person that said it cannot do it. Because he will not. He can only use it for political purposes. That's all. That's why we say we can build factories. But those who agree to follow Amigwe, leave your evil way, we employ you. Period. Nothing. We cannot employ who doesn't leave their evil way. You can't. You will steal from us. You will steal our property. You will steal our materials. You want to go? That is how life works. Go to China, you will see people how they behave. If you're in China, not say why. You're not joking emoji no why you. You know why you can't marry here. Every 90% of Chinese are graduate in Chinese language, in Chinese school. 90% of Chinese are graduate in Chinese doctrine. Religion, culture, education, graduate, 100%. Every Europeans, at least, more basics understanding of narrative, European narrative, what they want and what they do not want. Every European have it. What is your narrative? Your own. Who are you? People will say, I come from Israel. People will say, I come from Egypt. People will say, I come from Igala. None of us can talk. This is who we are. And this is who our ancestors are. This one we say, we have God. In our land, we call it Ichuku. This one we say, we have God. In our land, we call it Arobinago. Europe, they have Jesus. Finish. Jesus, God. Finish. Chinese have Jiva of their Buddha. Finish. Indians have Dravidian. Drahama, because you're gonna Drahama. Finish. You have millions of God. Iya uchi. Nna gị lo chi. Gunu si elo today. Unu lo si hapu. Olu echi nwa ga-apụta. Say na they have God in their village and the name is this. Oh uchi lo elo that na nwe God ọ. Iko guna na elo ne. Ị na-elo ị na-ebute ite. Ibute ite desa. Ibute ite desa. Olu echi nwụọ. Ụmụ ga-eburu ite ahụ. Kpagharịba. Cover nonsense. Chọwa ebe dibịa ga-abịa bịaba band ọra ha spirit nọ na be ha. Na their house is evil. Their father have done evil here. Akpọ onye ekpere. Bịa cast and bind their eye biko. Or bịa kwuchi emezie increase the nonsense. You got to go the nonsense ama. That is the emezie graduate. The same thing unne mgbe a na-agwa mpụ last mgbe mbụ. Unu ebugharịzi n'ọgwụ. Ha ajụ. Today look at you. Ojiọkpara enwe ihe ọ na-eme. Osote jiọkpara enwe ihe ọ na-eme. Nke ọ tọrọ enwe ihe ọ na-eme. Nwaanyị jere bedi ekweghị ya ọnụnụ. Di ya nwere ihe ọnụ. Ịmụkọrọ ụmụ nwaanyị nwere ike ịnụ nwaanyị ego ga-agwụ ịmaghị. O nwere ego anụ nwaanyị ihe esi onwezi ihe niile emechie. Ịmaghị. Don't you know? Nwaanyị na-anya justice. Nwaanyị wụ justice. If you deprive nwaanyị knowledge, ịghara igugu aja na mmanya, igugu aghara ịga aja na garị. Inwe anwa deprive nwaanyị knowledge. Jeje nọ nwaanyị nụ ha na nwaanyị. That is the end of the story. Everything itiri aka nwezi gara aga. Ọgbachie gị were ka itere mmiri. Straight ahead. That is why every country, the very important, their woman. Until Igbo people know the class, ebe edesara our woman, the angel. Kadekwa na Poland today. That woman, that una Black Madonna. Igbo Madonna. That the Black Madonna, Igbo lady or Black Madonna. Today now, this Igbo lady 99.9.9 have no single Igbo education. Single Igbo education. Ya na achọ wee ga-eji agwọrọ ọgwụ ego. That's all. Uboko onye o gburu ozu ịhụ ya nke ị na-anya na Facebook ọ dịka onye amara ụra. enweghị nke ị ga-afụ obi enweghị nke ụtọ dị n'ihu. A sị na ụtọ ka atọba atọta ihe dị mma, mana anyị enye igwe ọ dị mma. Nke ịfụrụ dịka onye a mara ụra, onye ji bụrụ ọgwụ ego na-esogharị die ka akpa anya n'aka. Nke ịfụrụ onye esogharị die ka akpa anya n'aka. Everybody, onye ọbụla wụzi ọgba nje, onye ọbụla bụ ndị mmiri a na-ekwugheri, onye ọbụla wụzi dibịa, onye ọbụla na-agwọ nta, na-agwọ imo, onye ọbụla na-afụ imo. Nke ịfụrụ dịka onye ahụ nsị agba n'aja na-asịla ele ọkpọ ha ndị azụ, ọkpọ ha ndị azụ. Ihe a bụ ụmụ nwaanyị anyị ndị anyị si ote ya ebu, anyị na-ebu ka akwa. Ụmụ nwoke wee gaa mbi, chọrọ ụmụ nwaanyị anyị gaa mbi. Ụmụ nwoke abụ husband n'ọnụ Igbo, ụmụ nwoke wụ di n'ọnụ Igbo. Husband wụ sex partner. Today ihe ụnụ wụzi husband, ọwụhụ di. Ị na-anụ di mba, you are going to marry. Ụnụ eyuzizikwa na ịnụ di again. You are going to marry sex partner. Ụnụ na Facebook na-egosi ndị na-enye head, ndị na-enye hand, ka esi enye head, ka esi enye hand, ka esi agbanye okwu na aka, achịrị okwu na-aba enu, ka esi eri, ka esi ata. Ihe a bụ na akọgherizi na Facebook. Ụmụ lọlọ ndị ụlọọlọ nọ na ndị oche eze, ike ọsị ya emetụkwara m aka. Nwaanyị Igbo chi ọchị bifo, ndị mmadụ adasị ya naanị maka ọchịrị ọchị. Kịta na-ahụzi na Facebook a na-agwa ụnụ ka ihe na-ekwugheri, na-ada ekogheri ka ndị gbuwara isi. Frustration everywhere. Nwunye zusi osi gbasịa ama, ọbịa ka ị ga-agbụ asị nwunye wede ego ezuru n'ochi, ije mụọrọ ya nwa. Ego ezuru n'ori, spiritual time, spiritual bond, spiritual debt. Ị gaga nụọ, ịnụrụ di. Ikorogo okwu, ikorogo ụmụ nwaanyị, ikorogo okwu. Kwụ na anụ di, nsogbu adịghị. Nụọ di, nụsị ya dị ife ihe mere onwe gị. Ị ga-abịakwa banye n'ime nwa ahụ, gị na di gị ahụ kwụnye n'ime ebe ahụ. Next time ụnụ ga-afụzi ụmụpụtazi ụdasị ndị mmadụ bịa ma asọpụta anyị wụ slave, they are slavers. No, you were enslaved in a body. You were enslaved in a body for your punishment. Ihe metara, asị ihe metara were isi eburu. Ndị Igbo ekwutago okwu niile, ihe onye metara were isi eburu. So ọ kakwara ụnụ mma, jekperu je chere anyị, go and wait. Our education mystery school is not like any other mystery school by Igbo, because Igbo simple means universe. Igbo abụrụ about one single man. You see, when you identify with this universal principle, then you become Igbo. And if your mind is not okay to contain this information, you cannot square a cycle. You can't, my people. You have tried it. You try ije na Siemens, ije na Catholic, ije na ụka ekpere, ije na be dibịa, ije onwebe ebe ijebe, ije na onwebeghị ebe a na-eje ijebe. Mana ihe na-ebe nka na ebe na ihe na-ebe na kwụsịra. Unu dị 9 enwere nke nwere ihe ọ na-eme. Unu dị 10 enwere nke ọkwaso ofu onye nwa nwere ihe ọ na-eme sebe aka esikwuhie ike. Mmadụ isi adị nkọ, nke dị nkọ adị isi. Eziokwu na ọ na-asị 80 million people cannot build one road. 80 million people cannot bring one single person ka ọ basa abụọ has a presidency. 80 million people cannot speak in public that this is what we want. No. Invisible people speaking. The invisible face speak for you and you are 80 million. We want to put 80%. And you cannot speak. No, who speak for you? You don't have any union. You don't have Igbo union. Ọhaneze ekwurusi ebe a. Ndị nke ekwurusi, ọhaneze ekwuo n'ụtụtụ, ọhana nkapịa ekwuo nke ha. N'ehihie, ọhana ewu ekwuo nke ha. Nweghị ebe ama ekwusi, because ị nweghị that Igbo structure. Ị nweghị systematic instruction. You got to go because all about onye bụ eze ma onye na-awụrụ eze. Enwe ihe na-akpọ systematic instruction union. Nna man, ọ baghị ụlọ ikwubo okwu maka na ekwubo okwu otu a chi ga-efo, chi ga-eji, chi ga-abụ. So the best thing nwanne, anyị ewu ndị ndozi ọdịnala Igbo. Anyị chọrọ ọdịmma ụnụ, nwere ihe ị na-enye anyị, anyị anara gị ego ebe mba. So anyị chọrọ ọdịmma ụnụ, anyị Igbo dịrị mma, dịrị mụ na gị. You got to go so that Emeka will become a D master. Then Emeka anụ Ada lọlọ. You got to go Ada amụta. diọkpara ma ọ mụta ada osiota na-eje. Mana ọkwa nke mgbe aka ụkpaka Ifeanyị ọganụ onye Zimbabwe, Okeke aganụ onye Thailand, Okafọ aganụ onye Portugal. That is what you have today and you cannot do it. Well, that is it. Ihe ekwu nyere onye chinyere. That is what life give. Somebody have to do it, not politics, because politics bịara abịa ọ ga-anana. Mana our tradition abịaghị abịa. Ọ ihe pụrụ epu ka mgbọrọgwụ, o pụrụ epu, ọ ihe dị n'ime anyị. But we must weta ya ebe anyị na mmiri, Eke Orie ịbanye na mmiri. You got to go. Then ofo da ọgbazie iwepụta ya fọọ ya afọ sụọ ya asụọ. Ịsụchazie akwa ahụ ịgbasaa ya nkwọ igugu ka oye ọdara ya isezie ịghọtago ise ịfụ ya ọ na-acha n'anya ọma n'anya iwe were wepụta were united ihe oyibo si igwu ise ịghọtago. Ọkwa na ọbụghị otu a nwekweghị Igbo unu na-enwe nke unu na ọkụkọta ụka nke ụnka na Genesis o nke aka bụ Genesis ihe ga-emekwa unu nke aka bụkwa Genesis. Jikwenụ n'oge collectively anyị need the community, Igbo community in our land with Igbo heritage, community in our land with Igbo heritage, so that all this youth will have guiding principle. They will have, because that is why you see everybody bring every law from nowhere, begin to rule your children, begin to poison their mind, begin to tell them nonsense, and they will believe it. Tomorrow you will not go to your village. You let people go anywhere and talk. If you have ezi omume, ezinori abụ na ama ụgha ịfụnanya, nobody will ever deceive your children. Nobody. Because ama ụgha, your children ga-asị na ihe onye a na-ekwu ọ dị against my principle. I cannot do this. Onye asị a ga-egbu mmadụ, my principle say no to it. Onye asị a ga-eme nke a, my principle say no to it. But if you don't have principle, you don't have value, you don't have ethic, everything is okay. Everything will penetrate your mind and will be destroyed. That's all. So it's better anyị si n'oge chụba ewu ojii before chi ejie. Let us organize ourselves. You got to go organize your onwe anyị. It doesn't matter. You don't need me. You need instruction. I will give you the instruction. If you want to go to school, you will go to our site. When our site is ready, you register for school. You follow every procedure. Then tell you about the school and everything. You go. Then in our land, every youth of the village will have this Amigwe as the union. Ihe otu kwuru. Ezi omume, ezinori, agbana amụ ịfụnanya. Yes, so onye dazie dị iwu otu a si apịa ndị mkpụrụ mmiri ụtarị ọ enye gị ọsọ na village. Let them say what they want to do. Onye ọbụla dara iwu a, onye ọbụla dara iwu a, ha kwuo ihe a ga-eme ya na village ha. Period. Esigodo otu ahụ wee na-ebido. Mana nke a kịta anyị na-enweghị ma dik anyị enweghị mba nwanne ọdịrọ mma na that. Ọ dịghị mma. Don't come to me o. Go to your village. Ama igwe bịa ka anyị ga-ama igwe gaa na village unu. Before anyị wetara ụlọ ọrụ, this is the requirement. Ime ihe anyị ga-abịa na village unu rụọrọ gị company unu na-arụ ọrụ ebe a na village na-arụ ọrụ na ya. Ụka ahụ Lagos, ụka ahụ Abuja. Na village unu olesi ma ikwere n'ihe otu kwuru. Ikwere n'ihe otu kwuru forget ya. Nchọzikwa anyị na-agba egbe ịgbaba ka gbasara gị. Ruo m nso agbagba onwe anya. Gbawa ụsọsọ mgbaga na ntụsị bapụta. Ya dịrị nna m nwere.